All right, let's bring in Avery Friedman, a civil rights attorney and law professor in Cleveland, and criminal defense attorney Richard Herman, who joins us from New Orleans. Good to see you both.
Good to see you, Frederica.
Hi, Fred.
All right, so we've heard Avenatti's side of this, but what about the police? I mean, details on the charges have not been made public. Avery, why?
Well, all we have is suspicion at this point. He's been brought in, he's posted bond, but we don't even have probable cause at this point. So instead of exercising his constitutional right to remain silent, Frederica, he decided to exercise his constitutional right to have a press conference. TMZ, by the way, changed their information on their site. It is correct that he has been held on suspicion, but there's an alibi by wife number one, there's an alibi by wife number two. Well, where's the victim? We will sooner or later find out if there's any substance to that.
So, Richard, you can't just arrest somebody on suspicion. There has to be something there. So what is the threshold for, LAPD to make an arrest of this caliber?
See, you're so good, Fred. I know you went to law school. I'm
learning from you.
Hey, that's
both
right.
of you.
There's definitely probable cause here. There's someone who was injured, someone who has shown substantial injuries to a judge. The district attorney has charged Avenatti not with a violation, not with a misdemeanor, with the highest level of crime, a felony. So there's smoke here, okay? I don't know who did it. I don't know how the injuries took place, but they charged him, and a judge saw fit to impose $50,000 bail. That's not chump change. That's fairly substantial bail. So there is something there, Fred. But as far as the TMZ article goes, he could very well be right. If TMZ was that reckless to post this and say that the victim was his second wife without any backup, without a video, because usually they have videos, Harvey Levin is a pro-Trump guy. If they did that with malicious intent, even though Avenatti's a public figure, Fred, he will win that case, and he will win a lot of money. He really will.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
What are you suspicious about, Avery? Or
well,
doubtful
I think the problem is if TMZ went to the police and the police shared that information, then I think they're in the clear. The standard for defamation actions against media is extremely high. And when there was an error, they corrected that error quickly. So I think in terms of legally speaking, I think it is very doubtful that there's any claim against TMZ. Actually, TMZ, if you recall, walked away with a Pulitzer. They have done some extraordinary work, not justifying what happened here, but you want to know something? This will be a battle. On top of that, remember, Avenatti is going after a blogger who has made awful remarks about Mueller and beating women up. He's made the allegation and has actually taken credit, if you can believe that, for the claim against Avenatti. So we're just at the beginning of the story. There's going to be a lot of information that I would bet we'll see this coming week.
So in fact, he'll be scheduled to actually be in court, right? December 5th, even though he has, posted bond bail. And I know you said that was chump change, or is no chump change, right. Richard, $50,000, but in comparison to the fact that he really is a high-priced attorney, he's got notoriety, he's become a public figure, he's handling, a very, highly publicized, an important case. Is that considered kind of low bail?
Well, considering he owns 2 private jets and is worth well over $10 million, it's substantial, Fred. Listen, there's something there. There were injuries presented to a judge. He was arrested for felony domestic battery. That's pretty substantial, Fred. So let's see when the smoke clears December 5th. And wouldn't it be ironic if there was hush money paid here to wife number 2?
I don't think there was. We're getting carried away on that one.
I don't know
if
she was.
And everyone knows by now that he represents Stormy Daniels. And Stormy Daniels has responded as a result of this. And she says this in part, I will say that right now they are just allegations and I am going to reserve judgment. And I hope that everyone does. Trust me, I know what it feels like to be on the other end of that until all the details are discovered. But if the allegations turn out to be true, then I will definitely be seeking new representation because I cannot condone or support someone who is abusive. And, this is already, these allegations have cost him, though, right? Because Vermont's Democratic Party canceled 2 weekend, appearances for Michael Avenatti. So, Richard, there is a lot at stake here for a lot of people, right? These charges.
There is, innocent until proven guilty. Whatever happened to that, I don't know. But we fight that every day in court. But here, like they did, the Democratic Party in Vermont took his appearances away because he represented Stormy. He had some victory, so now he thinks he can run for president of the United States.
Avery,
it's okay. It's
Avery,
what's
last
happening
word?
in our world today is insane. So it's insanity is all around us. But we'll see December 5th. There'll be some movement on December 5th. And at least, Fred, Avery, at least this week we got a great laugh when the president said he personally answered all the questions that Mueller sent him. That was pretty funny, Fred. Come on. You got to admit that was pretty funny.
It will never get by the lawyers.
Avery?
He may have answered them, but the lawyers are looking it over before it goes over to special counsel. No doubt about it.
All right. Hey, see, look, we always get more with Richard and Avery. And look, you all have corresponding ties today, so you're kind of in sync.
We
like the yellow.
No good.
All right, Richard, Avery, always good to see you. Thank you so much.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Fred. All the best.
And happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Grateful for everything you do all the time. We'll be right back.
And we are with you.